Hello, greetings. This is Gilles Mancier. I wanted to come and say hello to wish you a really good day. I hope you're enjoying this day right before the solstice. It is the apex of the light, or if you're in the southern hemisphere, it is the apex of the newness, the new year that will be coming. And I wanted to come to answer a question that was quite interesting. He asked me if I've been asked if we have as incarnation in our past life, one as a man, one as a woman, one as a man, one as a woman, one as a man, and so forth. Although that can make sense, it is not usually what is happening. I can only give you my own perspective in relationship to my own experience and understanding, for there may be cases which could be different, of course. But in many sense, before we enter into the samsara, we were spirit beings, and then we chose to participate in this grand adventure of moving into physicality, into the samsara, into the reincarnation process. And as a soul, we decided that we would explore mostly one gender. We would explore either being a man or being a woman at most of our life. For instance, in myself, I've been able to recognize and remember dozens of past life as a man, but I've only have 3 past life as a woman that have been revealed to me, and 2 of them have been revealed to me not yet from my inner Akash. So it is, I've been exploring a lot more of that masculine aspect of the self, but they are both divine complement. If you understand your divine masculine, you will reconnect to the divine feminine and become a whole being. If you recognize yourself as a divine feminine, you will recognize the divine feminine masculine within yourself. You'll become a whole being and ascend. So in many sense, we do not need that. In many ways, we do not have to be. We do not have to take into consideration all of our past life. For what we are seeking to balance out is the last incarnation we had. For every incarnation, with the next life is made to balance out whatever energies we put out in this incarnation. And so in many sense, and Akashic memory will only be released when it is the time. For if somebody is not evolved enough and it's been revealed that he's been this great sage or this great king, the ego of that person may become like completely inflated. Or if it's been revealed that he was a tyrant in a past life, then he would be submerged with guilt. So there is we came to experience everything within life, but so we have to accept that those who are exploring the darker aspect of the self are younger souls that are exploring on a lower cycle of time. And slowly, this life has been given to us to access the freedom, the liberation, the nowness of the 0 point of time. And so I also wanted to speak of a friend and brother who had a past life on the earth, somebody I knew on the earth that I still have contact with. Is Saint Germain. He's an ascended master, but he really had a life where his name was Saint Germain. He was born in the I think 17th or 18th century. And his family didn't have. There was a very chaotic political situation at the time. They had with his family to leave Italy, and he took the name Saint Germain because he was born on the day of the Saint Germain. We have this saint for each day in France. And so, but he continued to live through time. He was with his eternal youth, and he had the magical power to transform metal into gold, or to take small diamonds and make a big one out of them. And he knew that all his past life he was talking about certain things that people could not relate to at the time, like he was remembering having a lunch with Socrates or a discussion with Seneca, and so he recognized himself as an immortal. And then there is great mystery in relationship to the end of his incarnation, because he was working in the castle of Chambord, but nothing is left from the paintings he made and from the invention he created. So we'll trust that he will reveal that to us when it is the time. For it, call on him is the violet fire, the fire of transformation. Is one of the hierarch of the New Age. Is one of the most powerful spirit in the assistance of humanity, as far as the ascended master realm is deeply implicated, and is a good friend. He will always come and help you, assist you. Call on him. And of course, it was revealed that he had many other forms of incarnation, like the physical, the biological father of Jesus, Joseph. He was also Shakespeare, Sir Byron. Lord Byron, who wrote Shakespeare. He wanted to explore the totality of the darkness of the human soul before he would accept that mission to become the violet fire, the violet flame of transformation. And so the Akash is something that will reveal itself. It is mysterious, and we have to take it one step at a time to allow ourselves to be revealed. Sometimes there can be experience that can be positive or negative. They have to be integrated with neutrality, with a sense of to be neutral in relation to whatever experience from past lives you may be revealed. You want to look at it from behind the glass, so you don't get involved emotionally in one of your past life. It would be meaningless. But whatever comes to you is comes from your soul. So accept it. Love it. Reintegrate your memory. I'm going to pull out 4 cards to see what the highest wisdom for us today is learnings and good deeds. It's called learning and good deeds. It is understanding that whatever we sow, we will harvest. Whatever we sow, whatever we create, will be reflected back to us. So we want to continue to create those, to be good, and not to harvest the rewards of goodness, but to be good just because it is nice. It's better to be good, and then be free in relationship to the goodness that you can provide in the world, and then life will reward you. What we need to understand is love life, a wonderful card of love and romance. For romance, right now I'm very, very much implicated in all my projects, so I do not have much time for romance, but I'm availing myself to more. I used to be very, very romantic, and so I do find great joy in this kind of sharing, these pursuits. What we need to do is the galactic, becoming the galactic beings that we are, to be fifth dimensional, to be above the illusion, to be full of light, full of power, and understanding who we are, what our mission is here, and where we're going with that, to trust and to continue to open the doors for others to perceive that light. And the general message for us today is a communitary life. It means we're going to move into a higher sense of community. The earth is a family, it is a village, it is a global community that we're all part of, no matter what our religion, no matter what our form is, no matter what our language is, no matter what our color skin is. We all have part of this great one family, and once humanity will be able to live on the planet as one community, then eventually the goal will be achieved, will be a planetary society. So we have to let go of all those old bickering and all the conflict and all those things, to move into a higher sense of community. For when we find a community, we are finding ourselves to be within our place. We are fulfilling a role within the society, and everybody is complementary to each other. So there will be no more need for money, for we all have something complementary to give each other, and we can fulfill each other's need by trade. And but for now, we have to move. We still live within this society, and our mission is to bring love and joy and light, and slowly to allow this society to transform, to serve the highest good of all. Well, I hope this message was interesting for you. I wish you a wonderful day. Thank you for liking, sharing, commenting. If you have any question, maybe did you ever had a past life experience that prove to yourself that you've had incarnation before? If so, let me know. I'm going to finish with a little song. It's a French song of Jacques Brel, beautiful song. Here it's translated in English. It goes like this, a romantic song. It goes, if you go away on this summer day, then you might as well take the sun away. All the birds that flew in the summer sky, when our love was new and our hearts were high, and the day was young and the nights were long, and the moon stood still for the night bird's song. If you go away, if you go away, if you go away, but if you stay, I'll make you a day like no day has been or will be again. We'll sail the sun, we'll ride on the rain, we'll talk to the trees and fly with the wind. But if you go away, when I love you so, there'll be nothing left in this world, you know, just an empty space full of empty look, like the empty space I see on your face. If you go away, if you go away, if you go away. But if you stay, I'll make you a day like no day has been or will be again. We'll sail the sun, we'll ride on the rain, we'll talk to the trees and fly with the wind. But if you go away, if you go away, please don't go away. Well, thank you very much. I'm sorry I had a little lapsus in the words. I don't know why. It's very strange. I wish you a wonderful day. Thank you very much, and I'll talk to you soon. Namaste.